Hi friends, today we are going to talk about raspberries. It's the end of July and raspberries have gone crazy, and I wanted to show you what I'm growing and then what's going on right down the street at the corner of my street and Navesink River Road, so you can see what cultivated versus wild raspberries look like. So last year I bought 5 plants, and this year this is what my raspberry haul looks like. They spread out in depth. They are all about 4 to 5 feet high. I just picked these beauties just now from a couple of these plants over here. And I'm a little late to the game on these guys here, but you can see each cluster has quite a few in it. And if you look at this plant, all of these guys are still white and some are just popping down here, and they're going to be ready to go in a couple of days. Now, these raspberry leaves, you hear the saying, leaves are 3, let them be. They're similar to that. They've got 3 leaves here, so understand that this is what raspberry leaves look like. And on these plants, they've been cultivated down to not have so many of those pinchy spines all over them. So they're easier to handle, to pick. You're not dealing with anything that's going to be tearing you up as you're bushwhacking. So I go in here and grab a couple extra, so that I have some to show you a before and after of what cultivated raspberries look like versus wild ones. We're going to take a little walk down the street and I'll show you what those look like. So as we do that, I'll walk and talk and just give my disclaimer that I'm all about foraging as long as you know what you're doing. So there's some cool places that teach classes. You can go on nature walks. You can learn how to forage properly. I would highly recommend doing some of them because it's kind of fun. It takes the fear out of the fact that the only food that you're allowed to eat is what is in a supermarket. I like gardening because it takes the element out of everything being perfect. The fact that you can grow your own food. This is going one step further with saying, hey, you can bushwhack. You can go in the woods. There's wild blueberries. There's all kinds of edibles that you can eat, like lamb's quarters and different types of greens. And they're very nutritious for you as long as you can identify them properly. And one other disclaimer is you never know what is being sprayed on this stuff. There's all different types of pesticides, so herbicides, rodenticides, insecticides that are being sprayed all over the place. So you never know what somebody has come by and sprayed, and that is going to be on your food. So having a little bit of control over that is nice. So right now, here's lovely Navesink River Road, but at the end of my street are wild raspberries. Look at these beauties here. Aren't they cool? So just going in here and picking some of these. They're slightly smaller, and don't mess with these bushes, man. They are some thorny dudes. So going in, I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Now, I don't think this area has been sprayed, but I can go in and wash these pretty well and try to get off anything that superficially is on top of them if I don't tear up my arm as I go bushwhacking here. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. This is what they look like, a little bit smaller. And you can see the difference between what the cultivated ones are that are larger versus the smaller wild raspberries. The cultivated ones are a little bit sweeter, the smaller ones are a little bit more tart. But I just wanted you to get familiar with the fact that there's food all around us. And as long as you know what you're kind of looking for, and hopefully you feel a little bit more confident after this video, and it's a little bit longer because we went for a walk, but there's food everywhere. So take a look. See what's in the woods, see what's by your house, see what's growing in your neighbor's yard. There's food everywhere. Hope this helps. Enjoy.